Coming up on the next episode. Good evening, YouTube. Here with you at 7:48 now on this Thursday evening. I am at the bench once more. As I told you in my last published video, I should say, I guess, the wires that were on the box here needed changing, and they have been changed. Now, this is the better wire. This insulation here is very nice. It's very, very good insulation on these. And I didn't have to waste anything. I just reused everything. And like I say, it's there you go. There's the inside of it. Good Friday afternoon to you all, YouTube. It is 2:16 now in the afternoon. It is, I've done the Friday flap early today, and I am doing exactly what I said I was going to do. It didn't take as long, and it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. Basically, what I had to do was get the items that I was talking about separated. And I have done that. I don't know how well you can see from the picture, but same box, same everything, basically. Different way of wiring it up, as you will see very soon. There are the rectifier diodes. As you can see, they are plainly separated far more than the old one was. I'm going to show you the old one. Here's the old one. So there you go. That's quite a difference. And there's the backside. That just all these little, you know, on this perf board, all these little. That's just, you know, shorts waiting to happen. You know, from my way of thinking. There's basically no chance. This is pretty much close to point, if you want to know that. Underneath is the two capacitors, and I've even got those separated. One end's here, one end's there. And they are wired in as elegantly as I can, and still keep everything together. Now this, it's not a very, very tight fit, but it's a pretty tight fit. It's by the time you put the cap on, or the top, I should say, it gets on a little harder sometimes, but it does go on. And that's where I want it. I want it tight. And there you go. That's how it sits. And your top green ones are obviously the high voltage input for the from the transformer secondary, and the bottom ones are the output for the DC high voltage. And those will go where they got to go, and I think it will work just fine. No changes again. Like I say, I can still use the Velcro on the bottom of this, on Velcro to the terminal block. And it will stick there and stay there as long as I need it to, I do believe. But I'm not going to tear this apart, show you how the bottom is wired. But suffice to say, the negative of the one capacitor is here. And the positive is here, and then there's a wire running through there, underneath there, to the other capacitor, which is on this end. That's the positive terminal, and then, I'm sorry, the negative terminal. And then this is the positive terminal over here on this side, and this red wire down here runs from there to the what do you call it? So, I know I said what do you call it? To the output. So that's how that works, and I think it's going to be a good one. I believe. I think it's going to work just fine. And like I say, this is all contained in itself, and like I say, there shouldn't be any problem with it. All the high voltage is pretty well separated, and again, like I say, it's got the top on it. Should keep all the high voltage in it. Don't want it to leak out. You know how that voltage is, wanting to get out of things. But there you go. That's what it looks like, and that's the way it's going to come out finally. So that's the way it's going to be done. And what I'm going to do on this is, I told you I was going to redo the Westinghouse video, and I am. What I will do is put the Westinghouse video from yesterday on the end of this, and basically it will be the same video. It's just, except for, instead of just changing the wires, I've changed around everything on this. So that's the only difference. So that's all we need to do on that, and I think that's going to work out well. We are going to test this, and we are going to test full voltage on this and find out exactly what happens. That will come later on. I'm not really in the mood to do the test at the moment, and I just got back from getting my groceries and from Walmart, and so I'm going to basically upload this and get this video back uploaded for Monday, and I'm going to relax the rest of the day. So again, that's what's going on, and Bob is printing some wood today. Now, I don't know how many of you guys know that the 3D printers do print wood. There's a wood filament that you can buy, and it is wood. It's actually, you know, wooden. So it, of course, it's obviously not, you know, you got in the wood with a chainsaw and cut wood down and feed that into your printer. That's not the way it works. But like I said, it's I'm going to be very interested in see how that turns out, because I've wondered about that. I knew you could our printers could print that wood, but I didn't really know how it would turn out. So we'll see, I guess. But anywho, all right, no more words, no more talk. Let's get this done and get you over to the Westinghouse video and let you take a look at that, see what happened there. All right, well, there we have the subject of my next experiment. And we're going to basically recreate the Packard Bell experiment with this radio. This arrived in the mail today, and some of you may recall I bought this on eBay. I think I paid $40 for it. $40.07, as a matter of fact, plus shipping. And so we're going to give this a little shot and see what it is. The cord back here, let me show you this, has got one of them these type of connectors on it, and I'm going to look at it a little closer before I plug it in, make sure it's got good wiring on it. But then we will proceed to use the Variac and watch our amperage go up slowly, hopefully, and we'll check it out from there. So bring you right back as soon as we get this all set up. Alright, well, you can see I do have the Variac hot now. And I have camera is up above the radio, so you'll be able to hear it if it does in fact work. It is on FM. It is on, not up very high. The tuning does work on this, which is good. And we're going to take this up and watch our current hopefully go up. Nothing so far. Now that's sometimes an indication of an open tube filament. Bad on-off switch. I can play with that a little bit. Doesn't seem to be doing anything, but I'm going to go up to around 50 volts and see what we get. If we don't get anything, then we'll open up the back just like we did with the, oh, there we go. There's some current. Apparently it was waiting on the tubes to conduct a little bit, I guess. I don't know. That's about 100 milliamps, 90 milliamps. We're going to leave it sit there and cook just a little bit. Now, this was not tested prior to, or at least the guy said he didn't test it. So, I don't know, you know, there's a good chance it'll work, you know, and there's also a chance it may not work. So, you know, we're down at 70 milliamps now, so let's go up a little higher. Kind of watch that current meter. It should stay fairly close. I'm going to try to get it up to 50. There we go, 50 volts. Let it cook there a little bit. So if past experience is any indication, probably around 75 we ought to hear some hum or something coming out of the speaker. As of right now, I don't hear anything. But, you know, again, we only have 50 volts on it, so. Alright, I think what we're going to do is try to go up to 75. We'll keep an eye on the current meter. Mainly. I do believe I hear some hum. May indicate a bad filter cap. So I'm going to leave it there just a second. Definitely have a hum coming out. Not a real bad hum, but it is a hum. Now the only thing I'm using is the internal or the line cord antenna. You guys may FM, a lot of radios, they have a line cord antenna. And that's all I've got hooked up right now. I don't have an actual antenna, external antenna. Now I'm noticing the tuning for this is not real smooth. It gets stuck a lot. So that indicates to me that the string is a little loose. So let's go up a little bit more. Okay, there's 90 volts. Try to tune around a little bit again. Volume control is definitely dirty. And we got some looseness down in there. The whole thing's kind of moving around down in there. And watching my current, seems to be staying pretty much around the same. Alright, I'm going to say that there is no stations on FM that we're picking up. Let's go to AM real quick. See what we get. If anything. There we go, we got something. I'm going to try to tune around a little bit more, see what we can find. I guess that may be the local station.
Feature some of their likeness by comparing the rates and features of dozens.
That volume control is really sensitive. I'm just flicking it with my fingernail. So we can see that it does actually work. Not great, but it does work. That's always a good thing. At least you know that it's not drawing excessive current. It is a little high, 220 milliamps, but not real high for a tube radio, and AM, FM especially. So, gonna say that's probably a good thing.
He sees an apple fall, and he says, well, gee, maybe that pole on this...
I think that's good enough test. Go ahead, pull the plug out, and so that should take care of that. I'm going to turn this down, turn it off, and that'll do that. Alright, let's back up a little bit. Again, there we have I don't know if you can tell where I was at, but right there's where I was at on the dial. Again, you can watch this dial move. It doesn't move all this great. This thing down here moves. When that moves, I don't know. Again, I don't know what that means, but obviously something's moving that shouldn't be moving. And it moves, but then it stops at some point. Of course, it's going to make a liar. No, I see it's sort of really catching on. Now it's stopped. Now it's kind of has a spot there. Anyway, that's not a problem, big problem. As long as the string is not broke, that's not a problem at all, I don't think. So that should be easy to address. And I think that ought to do me for this little experiment. I always kind of like to, I know a lot of people, especially the restorers amongst us, do not do things this way, but I do. There's really no problem with doing it this way, as long as you have the necessary tools to monitor, to watch it. As you could tell, I was watching the current rather closely to make sure that it didn't spike up or anything like that. Again, I had my hand on the control. It was, it could be turned down really easily, and but like I said, it's just it does give you an indication that this right away checks everything on the radio basically. Obviously, the FM didn't do so well on this, but again, that could be the FM tube. There's an FM tube in this, and that could be it. But whatever the case is, at least we know the audio section works fine, except for the dirty volume control. And you get a good indication of what the radio is without even taking the back off, and that's what I like to do, because I just think it saves a lot of time. And that's just my feelings on it. Everybody's different, And I understand that, and so, you know. But anywho, that's how I do it, and that's how we roll here in the hood. So, like I say, that's a quick look at this. Now, I don't know when I'll post this. I've got videos going all the way through Sunday, except for tomorrow. And I don't have anything tomorrow, but I was kind of saving that back for a Friday flap. If I decide to do that, I don't know that I am, and I may not. I was wanting to use my new dash cam, but I don't think that's going to be in time because it's in the mail, I think, for tomorrow. But I don't think it'll be here in time to do it and get everything done and stuff like that. So, but we will test that out as soon as everything arrives. And again, so that's going to do me, you guys. Everybody have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see ya.